Zymirrgaming or no game, you a lame, you can't hang. What's good? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Zymirr, man, back with another video for y'all boys, man. And today's video, as you can see by the title, man, I have the best controller settings for next gen 2K21, man. So let's get straight into it, bro. I ain't gonna waste your guys' time, bro. Let's go to them features, bro. That's where them settings at. So we're gonna go to the features and we're gonna go through all the settings, bro. I'm gonna explain everything, what each individual setting is, and I have a good idea and knowledge of this because I've been playing 2K since 2K7. I've been playing online since 2K16, so I pretty much know what everything is. So let's get straight into it, bro. I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So let's just start off in the options with these settings, bro. Just the main general settings, just the settings block. So boom, off rip, we're just gonna go through each individual one, bro. So game difficulty, bro, this is for your play now settings right here. And I just keep this on Hall of Fame because when I play now online, I want it to kind of mimic that. And you know, when niggas come over, bro, they always put that on Hall of Fame, bro. Everybody plays on Hall of Fame pretty much. Quarter length, same thing. This is for your play now games, and I keep this on 5 because it mimics the play now online. Quarter length. Fatigue, I keep this on because, you know what I'm saying, I like to play with fatigue. It's realistic. Players get tired. Same thing with injuries. A lot of people play with it off so they can keep using their starters, but I like to involve strategy and stuff like that to where you have to use your bench. So I keep the fatigue on for play now as well as injuries. Game speed, keep it on default at 50. Game speed is going to affect how fast you move in the game, how fast the players move, and how fast the, you know, stuff like that. The actual game speed is kind of self-explanatory. Foul out, how many fouls you can get until you foul out in a play now. I'll keep that at 6. On court shot clock, it's like a little shot clock that pops up on the court, and it's just gonna show up on your screen for the last 10 seconds. You can change it to full 24 or whatever, but I'm just gonna keep it on default at last 10. Shot feedback, user only, free throws only, or all shots, or you could turn it off. And shot feedback is basically when you shoot a shot or when somebody else shoots a shot, the little thing that pops up on the top of the screen, which tells you what percent it was contested, and if you released it slightly early, slightly late, that is your shot feedback. So if you put it to user only, you're going to see the shots that you take. If you put it to free throws only, you're only going to see your free throws that you take. If you put it to all shots, you're going to be able to see when other people shoot the ball, what their percentages was that was covered, and whether they shot it slightly early, excellent, slightly late, things of that nature. And I actually like to leave this on all shots, bro. So all right, so boom, when you're playing somebody and when they shoot the ball, you can see that they didn't green, and this also affects the green animation under your feet. So in the park and stuff like that, this actually affects that. So boom, when somebody on the other team shoots the ball and you see that they green, you don't have to crash as hard because you know that it's going in. You don't have to crash as hard for the board and just things of that nature, bro. It's like little stuff that can give you IQ and help you in the game. So boom, you know this guy just missed that shot and he didn't green for sure. Now you, oh, okay, he might miss, so I can run to the rim and grab the rebound a little harder, just crash a little harder. And if you see that he green, you don't have to crash as hard. Just little stuff like that will help you a lot in a game, bro. Then you got your shot meter color. The default is blue this year. This is personal preference. You can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave mine on blue. Camera shake, this is gonna like the just self-explanatory camera shake, mostly during free throws when you spam the triggers as the home team, and you can get the camera shake. I like to leave that on. Gameplay indicators, this is going to be like a pick and roll overlay or things of that nature that are just going to help you stay with your man, and just little cues that go along with the game. Action replays, of course, self-explanatory. These are replays you can do occasionally, which is going to happen occasionally. Often, they happen really often, or you can turn them off. For my career, I like to just turn them off because I like to, you know what I'm saying, just get ready for the next play, and I don't like seeing that, bro. I'm just be trying to focus on grinding my badges. So when I play my career, I actually turn these off, but I leave them on for like play now and stuff like that. Highlight play camera cuts, same thing. It's kind of like action replays. When you get a highlight, it's going to cut to your player. You can leave it on or off. I'm just going to leave it on. After basket camera cuts, same thing, kind of like a highlight camera cut to your player. Same thing, often, never, occasionally. I'm gonna put that on often. ball handler text. So this is going to be when the player has the ball, what it's going to show is it's going to show their name, it can show their number and their position, or it can show nothing, or it can show their name and position. But I'm just going to leave it on name. Pick and roll overlay, this is when you call for a screen and you can see which side the screener is going to set it on. You can also change it to a with the bumper, change it to a fade or a roll, a pop and a roll, things like that. Then you got your menu language. Of course, you can just change your menu language. I'm using Xbox Series X and S settings. Then you got commentary language, which is going to be the in-game commentary language of the people who are commentating the game. You can change that to whatever language you prefer. Units of measurement, I'm using the Imperial system. Whatever measurement system you're using, you can change that. Scene subtitles, it's going to be the words that pop up on the screen during my career, cutscenes and stuff like that. Whether you want the little words to pop up so you can read them, kind of like closed captions, stuff like that. Favorite team, self-explanatory. Y'all know Lake Show, baby. We going back to back this year, boy. You know what I'm saying? Lake Show in the building, man. Fresh off that ring. Audio presentation, I have it on custom right now. And I'm about to show you why. All right, so motion blur, the default is at 50, but I actually took it down to 0 because in a lot of games, bro, you don't want any motion blur while you're playing the game. Now this can make the game look a lot more like realistic and look better, but I don't want any type of blur when I'm playing, bro. I want it to be as clear as possible so I can focus on my shot, focus on my player, animations, things like that. I don't want any type of blur at all, so I put this on 0. Commentary volume, once again, it's just the people talking while you're playing the game. I got this at 100 for play now. PA volume, I have this on 0 for park purposes because this actually affects, this is the public address announcer and arena music, and I stream and I make videos a lot, so I can't have any copyright or music playing or anything like that. This also affects the music in the park, so if you're trying to figure out how to turn your park music down, this is what affects it right here. If you don't want to hear that music while you're in the city, you just turn that down to 0. But that's what that is. Sound effects is going to be like dribbling the ball hitting the rim, stuff like that, things of that nature. So the sound effects I have on 25. Actually, I'm not sure why it's that low, but I have that on 25. I guess that's the default maybe, but that's what that is. The crowd volume, self-explanatory, is going to be how loud the crowd is, so that's on 100. Player chatter is going to be the on-court players talking in the game, like they're just going to be making like little call outs like backdoor, I got him, stuff like that. That's just the player chatter on the court. Then of course you have 2K beats, menu music, self-explanatory. It's the music that plays while you're in the menus. And once again, I have this taken down to 0 because I don't want to get copyrighted. But if I'm not streaming or something like that, I may cut it on and just vibe with 2K music. But 9 times out of 10, I'm probably just gonna pop my AirPods on and put them under my headset and listen to my own music. And that's the 2K beats menu music, and then you have the 2K TV main menu volume, and that's going to be the volume of 2K TV in the main menu because they have like a little square for 2K TV. So if you want to have that volume up, you can, but once again, I have it down just for copyright purposes, bro. So that's pretty much all the sounds right there. Then at the bottom you just have your 2K account email notifications, 2K email notifications, and NBA email notifications. Actually don't know why I'm opted out of this. Keep me in the loop. Yeah, keep me in the loop, bro. I'm trying to be in the loop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm opted in both of those. So boom, those are the major general settings right there. Now we're gonna move on to the coach settings. This is gonna also be pretty much for play now and things of that nature. So boom, adaptive coaching engine. This is going to determine if you like to game plan on your own or let the CPU do it for you. And I just leave this on default. You can do offense and defense off, defense only, offense only. But I just do offense and defense because really the AI knows best 9 times out of 10. Timeout, calling a timeout, pretty self-explanatory. Auto, manual. I actually just really leave this on auto a lot because 9 times out of 10, coach is going to make that right timeout if he feels like the other team's going on a run, and maybe calling some pretty good timeouts. It can get annoying, but I actually learned to leave this on auto, bro. Player minutes, same thing, leave it on auto. I feel like the AI knows the best time that the players can play and can manage their fatigue the best, but of course you can put in a player whenever you want to. Same with substitutions, bro. I even leave my subs on auto sometimes. I used to play with it on manual so I can make it, but so boom, if your player's getting tired, coach is going to take out your player for you and then put another one so he can get some rest, you know, like, so I just leave him on auto, bro. And then the substitution method, you can do rotation, which is based on our player minutes, or you can do fatigue, whether they get tired. I play with both of these. I just leave it on rotation so my starters can get the most minutes possible. Offensive play vision, user plays only, and this is going to be like so boom, user plays only. That's going to be plays that you call on offense. They're going to show up on the court like little arrows, little lines and stuff that show you where to go. You can cut them completely off, or you can cut it on ones that coach calls as well, but I just use it on the default, which is user plays only. Then you have the play vision display that shows up when you call the play. It could be light, or it could be the full play, which is going to be a lot of stuff on your screen, or you could do both light and full, but I'm just going to leave it on default at light. Play calling messages. This is going to determine which play calling messages you would like to be displayed on the screen. Once again, user plays off, show all. I'm just going to leave it on default at user plays. Offensive play calling, this is whether you call plays or the AI calls plays for you. I just leave it on manual because I want to call my plays, you know what I'm saying, when I want to call them. You could have it on auto and let the AI do it for you, but you know, I like to run my offense and defense. I'll let coach do the timeouts and the subs and stuff like that, but I'm gonna actually control it on the court. You see what I'm saying? So that's offense and defense play calling. I got those both on manual. Late game fouling. Now this you want to put on manual, bro, because this is like boom, you're down 2 with 30 seconds and you need the foul because they got the ball. You want to put this on manual, bro, because like you don't want the AI fouling somebody when you're trying to do a strategy. Oh, we're not going to foul them right now, I'm going to wait till it gets a certain time. Because if you have this on auto and it gets down to crunch time, that AI is going to go foul that player and give him free throws, you know what I'm saying? So I like to put this on manual so I can control when my team fouls and when they don't, and you know what I'm saying, late moments of the game. Team communication, this is going to be text that appears above your head when you're in the game. That's going to help you switch and do things like that, but I just keep this on off, bro. You can do it on defense only, offense only, both, or just leave it off. I'm leaving it off because that's just a lot of extra stuff on the screen, and you know what I'm saying, you should, as a 2K player, you need to work on not having that anyway, so you can learn when to switch and learn when to stay home and things of that nature, and work on your stick skills. So I'll recommend keeping this on off. Freelance series order, determine if the series order is static or dynamic. This is honestly, I have no idea what this is. I'm not even gonna cap with y'all. I'm just gonna leave it on static though, bro, because I don't even know what that is. Series order, freelance, I have no idea what that is, bro. Just leave it on static. If you don't know what it is, don't mess with it, bro. You know what they say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna leave that on static. Freelance series repeat, determine if the series repeats on success or not. Repeat on success, once again, I have no idea what this means, but for the freelance, we're gonna leave it on static and repeat on success. I know that has something to do probably with like play calling or players' positions on the court, or something to do with that, something to do with play now or play now online. So we're just gonna leave those on the default. And now we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes, bro, what most of you came here to see, bro, to learn about, you know what I'm saying, for me to break down. So we're gonna go to the controller settings, bro. Let me take a quick sip of water, bro, because I got cotton mouth from talking so much. All right, excuse me for that, but look. All right, so vibration first, bro. And this, of course, you can turn your vibration on and off in your controllers, and it's really mostly coming through the triggers this year, bro. But I don't know if y'all have noticed, if y'all are playing next gen, but I don't really be feeling no vibration anyway, bro. I know that somebody told me that 2K on next gen, they actually turned off the vibration for the shots. So whether you have this on or off, you're not gonna get any vibration for your shots in the triggers. I think I do still be feeling a little bumps on like box outs and when I cut people off when they're trying to drive to the rim and stuff like that. But me personally, this is personal preference. I play with both in all my years playing 2K. Me personally, there's really advantages for both. If you have it off, you know what I'm saying, you could dribble more fluid. You don't have anything that bothers you when you shoot a jump shot. But when you have it on, you can feel, you know, you're more immersed in the game. You can like feel different animations, if that makes sense, when you get cutoffs and things of that nature. But me this year, I just leave it on, bro, because I like being more immersed in the game. And it's not for jump shots this year anyway, and that's really the main thing that I'm concerned about. But I'm just rocking with it on this year. Shot meter, bro. All right, so boom, you have off. You have free throw only, where your shot meter will only pop up for free throws, not jump shots. Then you have shot button only, which is only for the X button. You have the pro stick only, which is only for the right stick, the pro stick. And you have it on, which is on for everything. And then you have it off, which is off for everything. And I rock off this year, bro, because I've seen 2K Labs videos, and excuse me, you definitely want, once you learn your shot, bump that. Whether you know your shot or not, learn it with the meter off, bro, because meter off is definitely the wave this year. Like back in 2K20, really, you get a huge boost for having your meter off this year. But if you don't know your shot that well, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with putting it on real quick and then taking it off and learning it. But I highly recommend you to take your meter off, bro. And there is no timing for layups this year, bro. There's no timing for layups this year. Perfect release. This is when you have your meter on. The animation when you get a green is it gonna show a flame when you get a green? It can show a ball or none, random. I'm just gonna leave it on default at flame because I don't have my meter on anyway. Shot timing, like I was saying with the layups and stuff like that, is for shots only. You could do layups only, so you can turn it on, but by default the layup timing is off. Then you have real player percentage, which is going to take your real stats, your real percents, and that's how much you're actually going to make your shots. And then you can do shots and layups, so you time everything. But I'm just going to go with default. It's shots only this year. You don't have to time layups this year, so I'm rocking shots only, bro. Shot aiming completely off, bro. I don't do no aiming. I only use the right stick for dribbling, and that shit, bro. But if that's what you like to do, if you like to aim, you know what I'm saying, I'm all for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can put it on shots and layups, shots only, layups only, or you could cut it off like me. I'm not doing no aiming, so I'm leaving shot aiming off, bro. Free throw timing, I have it on user timing, which of course is my stick skill, my button skill, my timing. You can put it on real player percentage, which of course is your real percentage, but I'm doing user timing, man. Free throw aiming, once again, I'm not using any aiming. You can do user aiming, aiming off. I'm rocking aiming off, you feel me? Pro stick function, this is going to be what your right stick does, what you can do with your right stick, your pro stick. You have default, you could do dribble moves only, or you could do shots only. But keep in mind that when you do dribble moves only, you're not going to be able to do certain dribble moves because I'm not really sure why. I'm guessing because certain animations you can go into and out of shots from, but I've played with it on dribble moves only, and I've played with on same thing with shots only. You're not gonna be able to do certain dribble moves, so I just keep it on default so I could do both if I wanted to, but I never shoot with the right stick though. So even if you never shoot with the right stick, don't ever just put it on dribble moves only, because there's going to be certain dribble moves you're not allowed to do, and it's all bad. It completely messes up your dribbling. So just leave it on default. Pro stick orientation, this is going to be like the orientation of the pro stick. So the default on 2K used to be camera relative, way back in like 16 and 17. Everybody used to play on camera relative. Some people played on absolute, but really the wave was camera relative back then. But now the wave is absolute, you know what I'm saying? So anywhere, no matter what position your player is facing on the court, whether he's in the left corner and he's in the left corner facing the rim, so he's like turned, you know what I'm saying, like turned at an angle to the camera, he's like facing on the side. So still, if you flick up on the right stick, he's still going to do a crossover right in front of him, which of course is facing the rim. But you know what I'm saying? So the camera relative is got to do a lot with which way the camera's facing. On absolute, no matter where you are on the court, which way your my player is facing, flicking up on the right stick is always going to do a front crossover. So that's pretty much what camera relative and absolute is. And it's the same thing for dribbling, which is pro stick orientation, and off ball offense mode. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Camera relative is going to be camera relative, and absolute is going to be come on, bro. It's pretty self-explanatory. But double team reaction, it's going to be auto or manual. I like to keep it on auto. It's going to determine when offensive team detects and reacts to a double team. I like to leave that on auto and just kind of let the AI control it. Help defense button function. Double team, you got call for help. I like to keep this on double team. This is going to help determine the functionality of the help defense button. I just like to leave it on the default at double team. Call for pick and roll versus fade. and you definitely want to keep this on manual, bro. So you can call for a screen, and then you can change whether you want it to be a roll or a fade, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to have options on that. So if you're working with a big that can shoot, you definitely want to maybe call for a pop sometimes, or if you can't shoot, you definitely want to have them roll. So you can definitely, that's good for like different situations, whether the defense is playing sides and you want them to roll so you can slip, or if one's playing back and you want them to pop, you know, stuff like that. You got to have your arsenal fully open. Player icons, this is like when you're trying to icon pass, when you press RB and you bring the icons up, you can pass to wherever you want to, where it shows A, B, X, Y, LT over their head. This is what that is. Of course, got to keep that on. Icon passing is really big this year, bro, because that, I'm telling y'all, bro, the directional passing is so bad, bro. So you got to really be good at icon passing this year. So you definitely want to have these player icons on. Skip pass, you want to have this enabled, bro. So you can hold A to pass the ball to the person farthest from you, and that's basically a skip pass. So I definitely keep this enabled. It's very helpful for rec, even in the park, bro. So I definitely keep skip pass enabled. Icon lead passing, basically when you're trying to pass with the icons, you can use the left stick and hold it in any direction in which you want to lead the ball or lead the player to that specific area of the court. So you can have on icon lead passing on or off. I, of course, want to keep this on, you know what I'm saying, if I'm trying to get my teammate to go in a certain direction so you can get a certain lane, and it's just good for playmaking and things of that nature. Pro stick pass type, you can actually use the pro stick to pass if you want to. I have it on normal. You can put it on flashy, but I'm just keeping it on normal because of course you just want to do a normal pass. You don't want to get any animations where you do a flashy pass and you're not trying to, but I never pass with the right stick anyway. So I just got this on normal. Icon passing, you got default, full receiver control, pass type control. Full receiver control is gonna be where you can completely control the receiver that you're trying to pass it to before he touches the ball. Pass type control, I just leave it on default, bro, you know what I'm saying, because mostly you just want to leave most of these on default if you don't, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So just leave it on default. Receiver control, handoff, pitch pass. This is how you want to control the receiver when holding the bounce pass button. So boom, when you hold B, so boom, you're in the park, let's say your teammate lags out, you got an AI, you can actually hold B and have that AI run to you, and he will come and stand right beside you as long as you're holding B until you let go, and then you will hand off the ball to him, and that is a handoff or pitch pass. But if you have it on full receiver control, while you hold B, you can completely control that AI, if I'm not mistaken. It may only be in my career or play now where you can completely control the other player. I'm not sure about the park, but when you hold B, you have it on full receiver control, you can completely control that other player, so you can make them not just come to you, but do a backdoor cut, do a wrap to the corner, do a wrap to the wing, whatever you want to. I definitely like to put this on full receiver control so I can control, you know what I'm saying, where the player goes and things of that nature. So I put this on full receiver control. Pro stick defense, once again, you can have it on camera relative or absolute. This is playing defense with the right stick, hands up defense. You can have your hands to the left or right to cut off a lane. I like to keep this on absolute because it matches my dribbling, it matches my off ball defense. So I like to have all those coordinated on absolute, so when I'm doing something with the right stick, I always know what direction I'm doing it in. Who to guard, this is actually going to be a in-game indicator, a arrow under your player's feet, which is showing you who to guard. A lot of people play with this off, which it can be helpful, as it limits your distractions and like 2-3 and stuff like that, so you don't run to your man who you're matched up with at the beginning of the game. But I always leave this on, bro, because if you and your teammate switch, which y'all are not intending to switch, but if his matchup runs near you and your matchup runs near here, and y'all are closer to each other's matchup, the arrows are just going to automatically switch, and basically this is just going to point you to the closest player on the other team that you're supposed to be defending, which it can really help for like switch everything. Like when you're playing man, you want to switch everything. It can really help in those situations and just help you get to the player that's closer to you on the other team, so you can just pick up whoever's closest. So I like to run who to guard on. It's just going to be a little arrow under your feet, so I like to run that on. This is a huge one right here, bro. Defensive assist with intense D. So this is going to determine the effectiveness of AI defensive movement assistant while holding intense D, which is your left trigger when he gets down in that defensive stance. So basically the default for this is 0, bro. So the default that 2K set this is 0, but I have been playing with this since 2K16, bro, and I actually found that it is best on 10, bro, just a little bit. So what this is going to do is actually help you play defense when you're holding LT. It's actually going to move your player. It's going to assist in moving your player a little bit so he can stay in front of your defender, keep sliding with them, things of that nature. So if you have this on 0, when you hold LT, it does nothing for you. Like it's still all your stick skill, just pure raw stick skill. But if you put this on 10, it's actually going to help you a little bit to stay with your man. And like I said, I play with this on 0, I play with this on 100, I play with it on 50, 25. I feel like 25 just a little too much. You don't want to go too high with this, because then it will actually start controlling your player. Like you won't even you basically won't even be playing defense anymore. All you gotta do is hold LT and then it'll guard your man for you. But that can be really bad. It might start making you slide, going in directions that you don't want to. So you have to be really careful with this. But I like it on 10, bro, and I'd be locking up with it on 10. Same thing with the box out assist strength, same thing, but when you're holding LT, when a shot goes up, you're trying to get the rebound, hold LT, and then this is going to help you box out how much you want it to help you box out. I play with it on 0, I've played with it on 100, and I've played with it on 50, which is the default. And I used to rock with it on 100 back in like 2K17, 2K16, and you know, I really didn't. I don't know. I really just like it on default now, because once again, you don't want to be putting any animations. You really want to have, you know what I'm saying, it's good to have a little bit of assist, but you really just want to work on your stick skill, your raw stick skill as much as you can, so you can get better at the game. You don't want 2K playing this game for you, you know what I'm saying, boxing out and playing defense for you. So I just like to leave that on 50, but if you want to put it on 100, hey, go for it. If you want to put it on 0, I don't recommend it, but hey, go for it, man. It's personal preference. Just want to break down that for y'all and show y'all what they do. Pass target profile, and I'm definitely probably about to be switching this up soon. Like I said, bro, the directional passing is so bad this year, bro. Like, oh my god, I can't even explain to you, bro. I just had a rec game yesterday where it was like 2 seconds left and I had the ball in my hands and my man Mun was wide open in the corner, bro, for the game winner. And then somebody I guess was like trying to cut across, wrap me so he can get the defenders confused, because he was wrapping left, but my man's was wide open. So boom, I'm trying to throw it to my man's in the right corner, but it passed the dude who was wrapping right in front of me, bro. It's all bad, bro. So if y'all want to switch this up, play around with it, I definitely recommend that, because I'm definitely going to be doing that. But this is basically just deciding the way pass targeting works. So you got default, which is it's a pass target. It's going to take in that direction that you want to pass, the distance of the receiver, and then the openness of the receiver. So you got default, you got, if you want to put it on openness, it's going to pass it to the most open man. The direction, it's going to have a lot to do with your left stick, which way you're pointing your left stick to pass to. And then you have a custom where you can switch it up. I'm just going to leave it on default for now. I'm definitely going to be changing this, bro. Not sure what I'm going to be definitely going to probably take up probably some of my direction, because I literally be holding my left stick to one person and passes it to the other. So I'm just going to play around with this, but this basically just controls like where you pass the ball to. So yeah, I'm just going to rock this on defense, on default, my bad. But yeah, man, that pretty much wraps up this video, man. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed it and or found it helpful, man, smash that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? It really helps me out, really helps out the channel, help me get viewed, notice, all of those nice things, man. So I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, man, if this is your first time watching one of my videos and you still not gang yet, man, hit that subscribe button, man, and join Mirror Gang, join the family, bro. We're going crazy all 2K21 long, man, all 2021 long. Got a lot of streams. I stream almost every day 2K21. I stream a lot of games for you guys, man. I got a lot of lit content coming for you guys, man. So stay locked in, man, and join the family if you haven't already, man. But yeah, man, that pretty much wraps up this video, man. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's your boy Zymirr, and I'm out, bro. Gang.